Now I'm going to be making 3 videos for this lesson. No, don't panic. I just like to break it out into smaller chunks. The first lesson, this one, the first video, this one, is for everybody. Whether you do partial quotients or whether you do standard long division, you're going to need to watch this video. Then I'm going to make a video for my long division people. And then I'm going to make a video for my partial quotients people. And I think that's the best way to go. It's not that it's hard, it's just that it's long. And I don't want these videos to be that long. So, dividing decimals. This is when you have a decimal not only in your dividend, but also in your divisor. Can't divide like this. Can't do it. You need to get rid of this decimal. So I want you to remember that when you're dividing decimals, your divisor is the boss, okay? We need to get rid of this decimal. How do we do that? Well, if you think about the tens trick, if we were to multiply this by, in this case, 10, I would have 45. But whatever you do outside the box, you have to do inside the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply out this decimal and multiply this as well to keep things even. So we use the tens trick for this. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving my decimal one spot here. And if I move it one spot here, I'm going to move it one spot here too. So when I do that, my new question becomes this. And we've already done that. That's it. The trick here is you have to remember you cannot do long division or partial quotients division when you have a decimal in your divisor. You have to get rid of that. And you get rid of it using the tens trick. And whatever you do outside the box, you have to do inside the box. When we go into fractions, we'll be doing a lot of that. Fairness, equal, same thing here. So, what I want you to do, and we're going to break the assignment into 2 parts as well. So, the first part of this that I want you to do is I want you to go to page 457. I want you to ignore their instructions for now. I want you to look at each question, and you're going to need a piece of lined paper for this because there's not enough room there. Not for me either. You should see my, I'll show you. It is just, it is, look at that. Oh my word. So use a piece of lined paper. And what I want you to do is for each of the questions on that page, I just want you to set it up. And this is what I mean by set it up. So I want you to go through each question and on your lined paper, divide or multiply out the decimal from the divisor and the dividend equally. So on your page, and you'll probably want to do it this direction just to keep it more neat. Where did I put my pen? Oh, excuse me. I gotta get my pen. Okay, back. Okay. So what I want you to do is this. Question number 2. Write down their question. And when you do this, you also have to keep in mind that because this first question right there, question number 2, notice how it's done horizontally. Yeah, we don't want it horizontally. We want it vertically in the box, right? So keep in mind, and if you need to go back to an earlier video, please do that. You have to know which one is the dividend and which one is the divisor. And it does not, the size, the value of the number does not matter. It's the position in the equation that tells you which one is which. So your divisor, remember, this is your dividend right here. This one is your divisor. This is the one that goes outside the box. So, first thing I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do this in several steps, and some of you may think, well, my goodness, she sure does a lot of steps. Yeah, I do, because it's much easier for me that way. So that's what my question looks like now. Now my second step is I gotta get rid of that. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna move it one spot. If I move it one spot in my divisor, I have to do the same in my dividend. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the question for you. But that's okay. For the first one, so there it is. I'm going to leave all this space for that, and I'm going to go on to question 3. Like that. And that's the first part of what I want you to do. I want you to do that for every question, because I bet you know what the second part is going to be. Yeah, but I want you to do it in 2 steps. So the first thing, your first part of this assignment is just to go through each question, write them down correctly with the box if they don't give you the box, and get rid of that decimal in the divisor. That's the first thing you need to do for this assignment. If you have any questions about that, please shoot me an email. Otherwise, bring your questions to school and we will cope with it then. I will see you in the next video for lesson 13. Bye now.